if you look at what the impact of economic factors in the last few days, if you look at the US and the Eurozone prices, the impact on gold has been up, on silver, on oil it is up, on rupee it has strengthened the rupee. So in rupee terms, all those gold and silver commodities have all gone up. If you look at the next one, you've got your what we call Middle East and the North Africa, the prices that we have been seeing there. It again had the same impact. Oil prices have gone up again, and gold and silver has gone up, and the rupee has also ended up strengthening. Look at the third one, inflation in the emerging economies. That is inflation in China. They're talking about that. They're talking about inflation in India now. It has become a big concern. Sometimes I wonder whether it is really a media hype or it really is there. But the point is, it will have an impact on gold and silver going up and oil going up, but the rupee will weaken. In which case, your metals again will become more expensive because you will have to pay more rupees to import the same commodity back. Earthquake in aftermath, we have seen that aftermath, I mean the nuclear problems that they're having in Japan. Again, it had an impact on oil, it had an impact on the silver and gold, and we have seen the rupee strengthening again. The rupee is strengthened here for a different reason altogether. That is because of the problems in Japan. A lot of Japanese have been sending their money back for development in Japan. They're converting their yen into dollars. The huge sale of dollars, which is weakening the dollar, and vis-a-vis rupee, it has strengthened slightly. Right, well, let's look at gold more. London is the world's biggest clearing house. New York is a major center in futures trading. Zurich is for physical trade. Now India, Istanbul, we all know this, don't we? We all know all this kind of these facts, we all well known. But look at the gold supply sources. We see that total is 4,025 tons, of which mine supply is 2,322 tons. Doesn't make any difference what number that is. Just look at the graph there. In a particular pie chart, it tells you that mine supply is the major source. And the second comes from the old scrap gold. Official sector is very, very minimal. If you look at the gold consumption, we can see that almost half is in jewelry. That's where most of the gold gets consumed. Then you have the ETFs and so on in the same order: industrial and dental and coins and investments and borrowed holdings. That's how it goes. But I don't think there's going to be much change in that particular pattern, except that investments will go up. Because just today's newspaper, I'm sure you've been reading, the sale of gold coins has gone up dramatically. Not just in the metro cities, but also in the smaller cities, apparently. The banks which are selling gold coins have ended up selling more and more coins. It just shows that there is a huge demand and a lot of untapped demand. And if that happens, then of course the supply side, remember the first particular chart that I talked about supply and the demand side. So the demand side goes up, and then I'm sure it'll have some bearing on prices. If you look at the world gold reserves holdings, you'll see the highest is with the United States, and then comes Germany, and India is somewhere way down there at about the blue one. It's 614. That is official reserves, gold reserves with the government. 614 tons of gold. If I'm really interested in holding or investing in gold and in a big way, then I will be looking at all these countries and seeing what kind of impact these might have, because something happening in any one of these countries will have an impact on prices. So from a research point of view, I will be more interested in this rather than anything else. The characteristics of gold is an international currency, and that we are seeing more and more of that happening because people are losing confidence in other currencies, so they think, oops, let's get into gold because we don't know what's going to happen to the currency. It's a safe commodity. Thanks to our national spot exchange, we're going to have a way of keeping your money in a demat form, your gold in gold form. So it's a very safe commodity. Brings liquidity to the market. It allows you for portfolio diversification and the hedge against inflation. So if you're looking at it from that point of view, it does make sense for having some investments in gold rather than nothing. Fundamentals of this particular precious metal, supply and demand fundamentals will affect that. We have talked about that. There's growing concern about a dollar. We know about that now. Rising retail investments, and that is why we are all here. And I'm sure that's going to continue until something gives. But I think at least for them, I personally believe until the year 2013 or 12. There shouldn't be much of a problem. After that, you need to take a call. Increased investor interest in gold ownership, that's there, and then got hedge funds, which will play a truant here in this particular market. Now look at the gold production. You see the gold production going up. That means the cost of producing gold has been going up. So if you look at the bottom line, how far down can a gold price fall? It can't fall below the producing, the production cost. That is one way of looking at it. And then we have your percentage change in prices over the last from January 10 to February 11. And look at what is happening to silver. I think again that is in the news. We already talked about 147% rise in your invested value if you were invested in silver last year. Of course, the others are also there. You can see oil and gold, but silver has taken the cake this time. Okay. This particular chart, I'm not very happy with it because every day I look at it and I have to change the last line. Okay, the 2010 and 10 figures, it says the gold price is 20,728. I'm not sure when that was. I wish I'd invested at that particular point in time. I am not sure how many of you did, but I think that the returns have been very, very consistent, and I think this is going to continue for a few more years. Look at the pattern, increasing exchange traded products. We're talking about via the exchange. You can see in precious metals there's been a huge interest in the last few years. From October 2008, that is the last, say, about last four bars there, you see that there's been a steady rise. That means there's a steady rise in exchange traded products in precious metals. And when we talk about precious metals, we mainly talk about gold and silver. Platinum and palladium do come in. Of course, there's one more news, that is, if silver prices start going up, and now we are saying that gold is going up and silver will follow, and if silver follows, and then there is something else, maybe palladium will follow. So I'm still waiting for National Spot Exchange to launch the palladium, e-palladium contract, because I'm sure that will be the next thing to start going up. Because it's just a matter of time, depending on who hops on the bandwagon first, takes the money. Yeah, okay, forecast. I don't like forecast, but what I instead done is I've taken opinions from other people. Analysts, they talked about gold going up 10 to 15% by the year end. They're talking about 23,500. Okay, there's some other guys who say the opinion they say it's going to go up to 27,500, 27,000. And we're talking about 10 grams here, of course. And we got the GFMS. They're talking about 1,600. Yeah, there's trounce. There's dollars per trounce by the year end. 24,000 perhaps, depending on which direction the currency is moving. I think the currency is not going to weaken dramatically. Jim Rogers talks about $2,000 by the end of the decade. I just put a price there and I put a question mark there because I don't know what the exchange rate is going to be like at the end of the decade. Yeah, so that is another question you look at from that particular point of view. General direction is up, that is the point here. So whatever happens, whoever you look at, whoever's viewpoint you take, the general direction is up. And your forecast. Can I have some views here? What do you think? Anyone? Up. Everyone says up. How far up? There's a question now. Yeah. But the point is, if everyone says up, there's something that you must be aware of. Because if whoever I've been speaking to, everyone says up. It's the best place to move your money in. Maybe silver these days. But the thing is, there's something else that you must be aware of. What would spoil the party? And that you have to keep at the back of your mind. Because something could spoil the party, yeah? Because you keep putting your money in that particular asset class and then something goes wrong, then you will kick yourself. So, oops. One is the US recovery, which I already talked about. That means the bullion will get restrained. And if there's a recovery in the US, of course they have already spent the 600 billion, which is supposed to spend by July, and I think June or July. They've spent that money and I don't see much coming out of it, but they'll probably spend some more. So they seem to have a lot of money. Remember, the reserves the world is holding, guess who's printing it? So they are busy spending money to get their recovery in line. And if that happens, if the recovery does take place, then the dollar will strengthen. If the dollar strengthens, the prices in dollar terms will come down. But there's something else here. That is your India's growth story. Don't forget that. And because if India's growth story is true, and you're going to have a rupee which is going to be upbeat. But then again, we have another spoil sport here, which is good in a way. I'm saying the word spoil sport on a different point of view. That is, the government manages the currency in a particular band. Now the thing is, what band? What is that band? Because if you are let go, I'm sure the rupee will strengthen, continue to strengthen. But there are a lot of different businesses within India, export especially, which will get hurt. And to protect them, there is a lot of intervention from the RBI. Now, if you look at that particular point of view, if you take that viewpoint, then you say, oops, India's growth story is good, but till what extent will it have an impact on my gold and silver prices?